go. We got an overall champ with us sitting in here. What's going on?
Not much. Resting up today.
Hey, so how many naps have you had today?
Well, I woke up when I usually do, like 4 a.m., ate a meal, went back to sleep till like 7 a.m., laid on the ground, fell back asleep after that meal, and came back here, napped a little bit. So trying to let my body recover a little bit because we're still, doing a lot of cardio and whatnot. As of this past week, I'm going to reduce it a little bit in the next few days.
I'm glad to hear somebody's a little fatigued. Seems like people nowadays are like, man, I feel so freaking good. I'm like, man, I wish that was the case.
No, I'm always fatigued. It's because we have to like dig really low and then push high for a day and then dig really low. It's like our bodies respond better. So during those low days, you're just running on fumes.
It was always like a roller coaster for me. You would catch the adrenaline from the cheat meals, and then you go down, you sink down, and you freaking, here we go. We're gonna climb back up. It's kind of up and down. That's how, because me and you, we diet similarly. You know what I mean? Because we hit a few low days and then refeed about every 3 or 4. But
yeah, really depends on the week though too. Sometimes we'll go low for like a full week if we need to.
Right.
So it's not planned. It's really not planned. It's just whenever your body's overly fatigued and it's too flat for too long, it's like feed up.
But when you're pushing that hard, it's almost,
you're flat all the time.
Yeah, it almost works out to every 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll see how my body responds upcoming week. So as we were talking on a little bit before we started, and last show I flattened out horribly. So gonna go with a little different method this time because we weigh in at 4 p.m. the night before, and I'm actually gonna get my tan before weigh-ins because I was like, I don't want to stay there till 5 p.m. to get my tan because all the 4:30 appointments are gone. So I was like, just tan before, I'm not gonna be working out after that.
Yeah, I always had to wait after just in case, I had to sweat, like when we did that show in Arizona, I went to the scale and I was 4.6 pounds over.
Yeah.
I was like, gosh, I already knew I was over. I was like, man, just let me see how much I need to lose off the official scale instead of guessing. So definitely couldn't have tan on for all that sweating.
Yeah.
So tell me about this ring. Tell me the details on the ring.
Still waiting on it.
Looks sick.
Still waiting on it. They had to size it backstage and said they'll send you it in the mail.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, they're like putting it on my finger. They kept going smaller and smaller size. And I'm like, no, I'm dehydrated right now. I'm like, in the off season, I'm be 260, and that thing's not going to fit past my first first joint, So I was like, all right, go a couple sizes up.
What size did you get?
I don't know. I have no clue. No, I don't even remember what size my wedding ring is. But yeah, finger fluctuates a lot from off season to contest prep. So I was like, like in between size, once I retire, it'll be like a standard size. But yeah, it's a pretty cool ring. There's a picture of it online. It's the Kentucky Open logo with like the horse with the like flaring hair flexing or something like that with all the diamonds around it. Yeah, it's sick. And I was like, that's the only reason why I really did that show as a warm-up, because I was like, that one or Indiana was a little closer to my home, but I was like, overall ring, I'm like, when do I have an opportunity to try to win one of those?
I didn't have good experiences in Indiana, so I would have recommended Kentucky. And
the people there were nice.
Hey, what about this? I mean, you have won the same overall.
Oh yeah, didn't you win that? Did you win that bodybuilding or classic?
Classic.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 2018, maybe.
The year that we you did that, and then you went to the Arnold's, right? The next March.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
So it was either 17 or 18. I won the overall. So awesome show. I love it. Gene Good and his wife Tina. They're good people. They know how to do it. So
yeah, it was well ran.
Yeah.
didn't really have any complaints on it, other than they put me in the wrong bodybuilding category. But
yeah.
they put me in the
Well,
state. I didn't even realize, because they said there's no new class, so we combining you with the state guys. And I was like, okay, because I'm just backstage, just following whatever they tell me to do. And then Amanda was like, put you in the wrong class. You're supposed to be in the open. I was like, that was the open, but they just combined me with the state. And she's like, no, that was the state. And I was like, whatever. I just need to think about classic. Like, I don't really want to get all of it. Like, and so when I didn't win that one overall, I was very happy because I didn't want any controversy. It's like if you go into Kentucky and you're a Kentucky state resident, I'm like, I don't know why they put me in that, because even my NPC card, my registration all said Ohio, and I registered for all the open events. And I was like, I wouldn't want to get no flack for that.
Hey, well, luckily nobody was in your class to contest that. So
yeah, well, I threw that one in the trash. I was like, I didn't win nothing. It's like when you go in and get a free handout, I'm like, no,
super heavy.
Yeah.
So, let me know what size your ring is when it comes in. I'm curious. I think I've got some sausage fingers. I'm a size 14.
Oh yeah, my fingers aren't that big. I think I was around 11 or 12 for my wedding ring.
Yeah,
because I have longer, especially right now. They're obviously skinnier.
Right.
But yeah.
Shoot, boy. I was 280 this morning, fasted.
Yeah, 40 pounds on me.
Hey man, I need to slow it down here soon.
I'm really gonna try to cap myself at 260.
Yeah.
We'll see though, because that's like after a refeed day,
Well, I was in the gym yesterday and I had some veins coming out in my delts. I'm like, man, that's usually not there at 280, 285. That's not,
well, your
that's
body,
not there.
Even these last preps was kind of growing into the shows real well. Like your legs got thicker, arms got bigger, like everything kept growing. We're like, all right.
Yeah.
Those refeeds were doing work. Your body was starving, and then it was like right to the muscles.
So diet Pop-Tarts. Now I'm on the diet tortillas.
Sheesh, 40 of them in a day.
Dude, I'm on a post. Last night I had 50 plus. I'm just gonna call it 50.
I saw them making tortillas. And that looks so good, because I've just been watching your stories, just like,
dude,
it's not even like, it's not even all junk food. It's like really good Mexican food and different full meals. It's like a holiday every day for you.
Yeah. And like last night they were wanting to try out these, tortillas. And so I brought the whole box there and I was like, hey, let's fire it up. The grill was off. They were already like sort of closing, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, I know y'all got some shredded chicken back there in the fridge. What about we do that? And just give me a plate of some lettuce and some pico and some jalapenos, and we'll just make our own. We'll just try them out. And it was me and a couple of workers there. And we're just standing up talking, just dusting tacos, man.
How much protein is that in the meal? I don't even know how your body could handle that much. It has to be like 200 to 300 grams easy.
It was probably a good 150. Well, no, I'll take that back, because we ran out of chicken and got another bowl and set it out there. And then somebody didn't pick up a chef special, so we just added it to the mix. Goodness. So listen to this, dude. So, all right. The Mexican culture is no utensils. You just use your hands. So if you want to fill up a taco, you take the tortilla and you throw it down on the meat and scoop it up off the back of that. And then once you got that, then you just hands. And so we did that. And I think this is why the Mexicans are tough, because culturally, they introduce other people's germs to their, food, their, whatever they're doing. And, they never shut down during the pandemic. I mean, they're cooking, they're all, together every day. I think they're just resilient. Their immune systems are resilient just because culturally, some of the,
exposed to so much germs, bacteria all the time.
Yeah. So I was like, dang, I was like, I like eating with my hands too. So I'm gonna hop in here, you know. Well, James should be hopping on here in a little bit. He's stuck in traffic. But y'all got the day going early on me. I just woke up not too long ago.
Hey, me too.
Hey, hey man, I was on that CPAP, dude, and I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
There he
I
is.
always look forward to Saturdays. So it's the only day I get rest.
Yeah.
You know, last week with the contest, it's like I didn't have a full rest, you know.
What about there, big baller?
Yo, what's up? You guys start?
Yeah, we're rolling. We just small talking here about tacos and stuff.
Sorry, there was an accident on that bridge by my house.
Oh, yeah. What you say, stud? What'd you hit today?
On my dream team on there.
Hey, you the man. You the man.
I hit legs.
How did you?
Yeah, like a lighter leg session.
What all did you do?
I'm like, that's pretty close to the show. You probably just touching up and filling with blood.
Just touch them up. I didn't do anything. 3 sets on like 3 exercises for quads, and then like seated and lying leg curls.
Yeah.
10 to 15 reps. Probably could have done like 20 reps type of a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think James could inflame his legs enough to blur any of that detail he's got. Well, he's so green.
Well, my thing is I don't get a lot of separation in my legs anyway.
Yeah.
It's like I just want to keep them full so they're bigger.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I'm not, regardless, I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna have diced legs like you, Bartley. You know what I mean? I just gotta I just gotta have them bigger.
Hey, them glutes, boy, look like an anatomy chart right now.
Yeah, my glutes are pretty hard, man. I'm telling you, it's because I had a dedicated glute day for like a year.
Dude, it takes that.
I think the bigger the muscle, the more serrated it'll get.
Yeah. I agree with that. I didn't have a full off season, but I was incorporating at least glutes. You know, probably my favorite thing to do, off season is like hyper extensions, holding a plate and just really focusing on lengthening and shortening the glute on that.
Yeah, I like this too.
And it's just an easy, quick setup, you know what I mean? And it always felt good.
Glute bridges are good, but they're a pain in the ass to set up.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Once you get down in there, like you're like, I'm stuck for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Unless you got one of those booty builder machines. I like those, but
even
still,
then, like I don't get up. Still. Like I stay there. Till my sets are done,
Yeah.
I just hate getting up and down,
Hey, those will about make you sick, man. I think it's one of the most excruciating machines in the gym. If you go hard on the booty builder, dude, it'll about make you sick.
Yeah.
You got to get about half psycho.
I did a booty builder machine today. I feel like shit.
Yeah, dude. It'll drain you.
And then I did step mill. 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it yesterday.
I can only put that thing on like level 6. And it's like 55 steps per minute.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I just keep it there. Anything faster, I feel like I'm just going too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I did an hour cardio yesterday just because I was like, man, getting up in the 280s, man, you start breathing a little bad. I was like, man, I need to get on here and do a little cardio bunny action.
You can start with your seat after the gym.
Yeah.
You can bring it down a little bit.
I was 280 fasted this morning, so I'm gonna bring it down to about 276. Bring it down a few, and I mean, yeah, I'm putting on some fat, but I haven't gotten like extremely fat yet. For me, you know what I mean. So it's kind of one of those things where I'm gonna keep pushing until I'm noticing, some bad body composition changes. Or right there till I'm on the edge of it. You know what I mean? So, and I just been freaking eating, dude.
What's your spot you look at?
For
you?
Well, glutes are long gone. Uh, lower back and probably lower back and lower abdomen are my main spots. You know.
Yeah. So for my off season spot is like lower back, because I already know the glutes are gonna go. So it's like, all right, whatever. I don't care.
Right.
But like once that lower back starts getting a little much, because if I just look at my front, like my abs, like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
But if I gotta go like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I gotta chill.
What's crazy? Y'all enjoy the quarter turns, because man, when you hit that off season, dude, you didn't get much going on there on the side.
Oh, it's the worst in the off season. You get that fucking fat right there.
Yeah, dude, it's just thick right there. It sucks.
It just looks like shit.
Yeah. Hey, but I tell you what, when you're wearing a tank top in the gym and look like a freaking Marcus Rule walking around, you know, I was in the gym yesterday and I've seen some people, you know, I went at a different time that I don't usually go. I usually go around lunchtime, but yesterday, you know, I had the day off, so just went whenever. So I kind of went around the 5 o'clock, you know, the crew, you know, the getting off work crew that love sitting there and talk and everything else. And I went in there and they was like, dude, like, man, you're getting too big. I was like, hey, I hear you. I'll just wait to see what I ate tonight. I told Casey I had at least 50 tortillas last night. At least 50.
That's crazy. So are we doing our 30K challenge next Saturday?
I'll be in Vegas. But I'm
all right, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
And so you gotta do it like, you know, like the next weekend or whatever.
Got you.
But you gotta film it all.
Okay.
So I'm gonna film it all. I'm gonna document like how many calories per meal. I'm gonna like do like a speed of eating up, but
right.
You know, that'll take a long time. But I got West Coast Confection coming in.
Dude, those are cheat codes.
I'm ordering mine tomorrow.
My wife bought fucking 10. I got 10 my cookie dealer cookies sitting here. So that's 10,000 calories.
Dude, the West Coast is coming out with that apple fritter one I missed out on last year, and I'm ordering them tomorrow.
Dude, I just had one the other night, man. Those
look so good. I love fritters, and I've been waiting because I forgot about it after last year because they sold it while I was in Pratt, and this one's like the release is tomorrow, so it'll be here when I'm back from North Americans. I'm like,
dude, I was looking at the calories. I didn't know the brownie is like 2,000, over 2,000 per brownie.
Yeah,
it's about like a fourth of a brownie. It's like, I was like, oh, it's only 540 calories. There's like 1/4 of the brownie.
Yeah. Dude, they're dead.
Hey, some of the things that they're doing now, they got to be over. Like I say, they're approximately 2,500 calories. You know, depending on which one you get. You know, especially when they do anything with the buttercream or fudge buttercream type of icing deal, and like that one I ate last night, it's infused with the Fokin nuts, the cookies and cream peanut butter into the buttercream. So you're like, dude, that one's got to be 3,000.
Hey, I got a question about this about our challenge.
All right.
Can we? Do you want to do it, or we start at midnight, all the way to midnight? So that way you get a big meal in, pass out, go do a fasted workout, fucking eat, and then go to midnight. That's a 24-hour period.
Yeah. Well,
I think I want to do it like that.
Yeah.
Because then I'll get a good night's sleep. I'll just go crush like arms fasted, maybe back, and just like a full body pump.
Yeah.
And then get ready to get, you know, some room for the rest of the day.
I say 24 hours, no matter how you do it, is fair.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna do 4 meals, and I think I'm gonna do 10,000 calories a meal. So I'm gonna try to go for 40.
Oh, dang. So what's the first meal looking like? You got it mapped out yet? You
Yeah,
got
it's
any
gonna
ideas?
I think it's gonna be that West Coast. I'm gonna get dabble with the West Coast confection. If Casey brings any cookies, North Americans. If not, I got my cookie dealers, and then probably like some like pie. Like it's gonna be total dessert.
Yeah.
Probably like ice cream. Like total dessert the first meal, and then breakfast meal after. I'm gonna do like a lot of like pancakes, like waffles with like peanut butter, syrup, just cereal with like, you know, like jars of peanut butter in there, like, you know.
Dude, you're gonna be 280 in a week. Easy.
Yeah. Remember him saying he's not gonna get up like that. He's gonna
and then he's already smiling about a 30K challenge. Like, I might do 40.
Yeah, but that one day is not gonna do nothing to me. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm you're still gonna eat some food after weigh-ins, and you have to deplete to make weight. So you'll already be like 265 by the time you do that challenge.
It depends how good I am after the show on Wednesday.
And you're gonna eat something good.
Yeah,
you've been dieting for a long time. Yeah,
it's so hard to hold off after you get off stage. It's like, it's over. Just shove my face.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying I'm like gonna be a saint. I just like, I don't know if I'm gonna go like too crazy Wednesday night. I think
I
I'm
probably won't, because I'm gonna have to do a dirty fill. So I'm gonna already be like, you know, when you like have to dirty fill, you just want fruit and like water after the show.
So you're junk loading this time.
Yeah, like I did the other day, because we have to weigh in at 4 and I'll have to dehydrate again. So I'm just gonna eat up, get my weight to about 245, and let it drop to about 243. That's where I look my best, is around 243. So I can still get a pump and stuff, and the skin's pushing, or the skin's muscles pushing against the skin, so I look in better shape when I'm full.
Yeah.
So I pretty much want to look how I did in the gym the other day after that little chest touch up.
Yeah, you look a beast.
Yeah, that's when I look my best. It's like, because if I try to do a whole condition game and dry out, my muscles just go, you know, I lose every 3D effect. And then it's like, I have thick skin. So it's like everywhere on my body, it just looks the same. My conditioning looks the same, whether I'm 233 or 243. That's what I've noticed. It's like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, and then I can push up to like at the Arnold Classic, I did that one year, I was like 255. And once I got past 250, that's when I started spilling. So
I think I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go for like 254 on stage this time.
Yeah, because you're what, 250-ish, 251?
I was 248, 249 the last show.
Okay.
I'm a lot fuller now.
Yeah, because where you are like right now, before you have to deplete, you look good at. You know, that's the hard part about classic weight, is like depleting and then looking fresh without spilling. Like trying to like combine both, like get full enough in the upper body, but not let the legs water over. So I'm gonna sleep with my legs up too.
Yeah, it's a good trick. I forgot to do that last time.
Yeah, because I'm bringing my freaking pillow, the couch cushion, to put on my legs. So
I've never done that.
The best way to do it is to actually get your whole body inverted, and so like you use like it's hard to get phone books.
Incline.
It's hard to get phone books now, because I don't like, used to get like phone books delivered to your house, but like phone books will work really good below your bed, like your bed frame.
Oh.
That's a Scott, what's his name?
That's where I got that from.
Yeah, because the astronauts, when they came back down to Earth and they're inverted, it's like the water depletion stuff, and they're like, okay.
Scott Stevenson.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I was on the boards with him since like 2006. I learned so much from that guy. He's got plug for his book, How to Be Your Own Bodybuilding Coach. It's probably like a must read for anybody wanting to be a coach or help themselves.
Yeah, I have it on
He's
my bookshelf. I haven't read the full thing. I just
it's a good book.
I'm too lazy to read, so I was listening to a podcast. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Well, he's so sciencey and nerdy. Sometimes he can get a little off tangent. But he's really good at relating to someone that can't understand all the science.
Yeah. Well, he's just fun to listen to, even when he goes off, because he actually like brings up a lot of good points. You're like, okay.
Yeah, he's so smart. It's like, oh my God, I'm stupid. But he's like a bro though too. Like he trains like an animal. So that's what's cool about it.
He's the fortitude training, right?
Fortitude, yeah.
Fortitude 1, I think.
Yeah, and the board's his name is Homo Nucleus. Oman, Nicholas, I think. Yeah.
So y'all are leaving for Pittsburgh. We got the North Americans action coming up.
Yeah.
So y'all both compete on Wednesday, right?
Yeah. So I'm leaving Monday.
Yeah. Same here. I'll get a little workout and some cardio in on Monday, then go over there. And if I need to go to the gym, do more cardio to flush more water, I will. But yeah.
You just walk those hills in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, no kidding.
Those things are.
God, those are steep hills, man. It's like 30. I was like, like before Casey got there at Masters Nationals, I'm like, I'm gonna walk this store real quick because I looked it up. It was like a 5-minute walk to get some peanut butter and some water.
Yeah.
And I got like 2 minutes up the hill. I'm like, fuck this.
No.
The whole 5 minutes was like this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
the worst part though is coming back down the hill because of the pressure on your knees.
Yeah.
So
it was hot too. I'm like,
yeah, it's always muggy up there.
Yeah.
It's always muggy. Well, I couldn't get off work Tuesday, and that's what I'd have to do to come see y'all. But I got off the rest of the week, and so heading out to Vegas. Flight was only $117 round trip.
What are you doing in Vegas?
Going to ping pong.
It's my birthday. I'm just going to eat and lay out and have fun,
Nice.
So I already talked to my boy that owns Pink Box Donuts and Bagel Mania out in Vegas. He said he's going to feed me till I can't eat no more.
You going to Dragon's Lair?
You'll be 300 after the plane flight back.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, Siri came on somehow.
You going to Dragon's Lair? Couple days.
Definitely going to Dragon's Lair. I'm gonna hit those 2 food places up, and I had to look back at my pictures because at Heart Attack Grill they got a big scale at the very front of the store or the restaurant, and they got a big marquee banner that says if you weigh over 350 your meal is free. So big fat people stand in line to wait to get on the scale to see if they're 350.
Sneak a couple 20-pound dumbbells.
Yeah, if I did that, I'm good.
Bring some big cargo shorts.
Yeah.
Put like two 10-pound plates in each one.
Yeah. Well, see, I had to look at my pictures because I thought it's 300. I was like, hey, if it's 300 and I have a good couple days before I go there, I think I can like drink some water and hit 300.
300 is really not that fat anymore for America, though. 350 is like, whoa.
Yeah. 350 is next level.
Depends if you're a male or female.
Eat for either or, man. Like, there's a big difference between 300 and 350. There's a lot of 300-pound females, dude.
Well, yeah, especially in Ohio.
They have like 28-inch arms.
Yeah, looks like they have the bread rolls hanging off their body.
Huge arms.
Yeah. Dude. Hey, at that place, Heart Attack Grill, if you don't dust your meal, then you get spanked by a midget with a paddle.
Really?
Yeah. It's like all the waitresses dress up in like hospital, scrubs. And they're all walking around and it's all like hospital setting. Like they roll you to your freaking seat in a wheelchair with like a bib on. Like it's pretty wild. I've never been, but I've seen a lot of stuff about it. So I was like, well, might as well go try it out.
You brought like a foreigner from like a poverty place and into a restaurant like that, they'd be like, what is wrong with Americans?
Oh my goodness.
Like glorifying all this feast. And they're like, what the heck is this food? Like,
now look at this. They make their milkshakes full fat milk.
It's probably really good tasting.
Yeah. Yeah, like all the stuff is just like extra.
Like ice cream shake.
It is fat glorified is what the place is. I mean, everything they can do, as far as grease goes, they cook it and, just nasty grease. But they say the food's awesome. No, they got a food challenge there too.
Are you going to do it?
It's some type of big stack, a burger this high. can't remember what it's called, but
you probably do, no problem.
Yeah, I've seen some people do it. I think a lot of people do it for time, but I don't think it's that much food wise. Probably 3-4 pounds. But
It's
might try that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to diet here for a couple days before I go. Hey, I can't swell up on the plane over there. If I swell up on a plane over there, dude, I will hit 300. There's no question about
Just bring Jesus sandals.
Yeah, I got them on right
happy
now
for the flight back, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why you guys start getting a New Balance now.
Oh, nice.
Off season's New Balance season.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to slide in those Jordan 1s. You know what I mean? You have to,
that pinky toe isn't fitting how it used to fit in there.
No. You got to take a couple laces down just to get your fat old foot in, and then lace them back up. That's when you know you're swelling up. So here's the thing we need to talk about. Okay, if y'all turn pro, I need to know what the plans are, because I put mine out there and had to stick to them about hitting the first pro show. So let's hear y'all's plans. If it's your special day.
When I win on Wednesday,
yeah,
my next pro show will be my first pro show will be the Norfolk Pro 2022.
Sweet. If that's the case, I'll come do it with you again. All right. Hey,
this time don't go to that pizza place without me.
Yeah, don't let that dog bite my leg off. Dude, we never even talked about that on podcast. That was hilarious. Hilarious.
He's even worse right now, man. I don't even want to tell you what happened the other day. I thought I was fucking out. Bro, I thought they tore my fucking bicep the other day, man.
No.
Like 2 days ago.
No, what happened?
Because I was like picking up one of them just took a poop, so I had the leashes in my left hand.
Yeah.
And I'm over there picking it up with a bag, and then a squirrel came and they all fucking tried to catch it and they jerked my arm.
Oh,
and I started cramping really bad on my bicep.
Oh, man.
I was like, and it was like swollen up.
Oh, my
goodness.
Right. Gosh, I bet
it's like 2 days though. Like I can still kind of feel it. And it's in the one that I already tore.
Oh,
so I was
gosh.
like,
it a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, dude. Like I'm not walking you guys, dude.
Gosh. Squirrel. Squirrel came.
Squirrel came out, and because they go crazy over squirrels.
Yeah.
And man.
Well, they said it was all of them, so you couldn't just get mad at.
Well, it was mainly the big one, the cool one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rudy. The only thing Rudy gives about is he doesn't pull.
Yeah.
Everything else, he sucks.
Yeah.
But he's actually good on walks. He's only good on walks because he's so small. You can't.
Right.
He can't pull you.
Right. Yeah, Casey. So I was snacking on some peanut butter, and I had just become friends with his dog because it was vicious and tried to bite me the first time. So I was kind of trying to warm up to him. I was like, hey, if I'm sharing some peanut butter, this dog's gonna like me. And so I even let it lick off my fingers. Like I thought we was making a big bonding move here.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if it's close enough not to bite my finger off and just lick peanut butter off of it, then we're probably good. Yeah.
I thought we were good. Everybody thought we were good.
Yeah,
so
James asked. Yeah, James asked, are y'all good now?
and so I'm like, I'm gonna go relax, lay on the couch. 2 minutes later, fucking Rudy takes a big bite out of fucking his Bartley's calf with a tattoo on it.
Really?
Hey, full blast. As soon as I put the peanut butter jar down, it was like sneak attack mode. Yeah.
Maybe it's because he doesn't like Titans.
I guess, man. He tried the other side, and then he got me on the other side. And I was like, dang, son.
He's a shit dog, man.
Hey, James was more pissed than me, dude. It was awesome to see.
Is it a corgi or something?
No, it's a fucking taco terrier. which is a Chihuahua Terrier.
Yeah.
Which is the worst two dogs you could possibly put together.
Yeah.
One. And I didn't even know I had this dog till I looked up my wife's Snapchat because she went on military training in the Gulf War, Mississippi for a month. So she got bored one weekend and went to an animal shelter and got him.
Well, that's why he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my dogs are rescue dogs, and they're all fucking crazy. But this one's
next level crazy.
I didn't want him. I already had two. My wife got a third dog, and it's a Taco Terrier.
Oh man, that thing will bark too, son.
Oh. Dude, one of these days, Lon's gonna come home and he's gonna be like out in the driveway because I'm gonna throw him off the balcony.
Hey man.
Yo, my dad did that. I had like two shitty dogs when I was a kid, man. And my dad hated them. My mom loved them. But my dad fucking, dude, they were so bad, so bad. They ruined the house. Like, they barked all the time. One day, he just let him out of the neighborhood. Like, he put him in his truck, let him out in the neighborhood somewhere.
Goodness.
See you later.
Yeah. He's like, I couldn't take it anymore.
Hey, he definitely hated him, man. Hey, that's ruthless.
Some old lady probably got him and loved him.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Hey, I'll tell you what, but you know, I was tripping there for a little bit, you know, just because, you know, we're in a pageant basically, you know what I mean? And you don't want any type of flaws like sticking out. So, but we, if anybody else comes across this problem, listen, here's what you got to do. You got to ice it immediately. I think that was the game changer because it broke the skin. It was bleeding a little bit. So got the bleeding to stop, then iced it.
Well, I was like a medic with my first aid kit.
Yeah, he was.
I used all my military training.
Yeah.
my first responder kit.
Hey, almost had to pull out the tourniquet for me.
Yeah, I had a tourniquet in there for you.
Yeah. So it ended up, you couldn't even tell it in my stage shot. So everything turned out good, but it was, you know, it was funny. I went to a cop call, you know, like a couple weeks after, and there's a bunch of dogs and, you know, going crazy. And I told the woman, I was like, hey, put them dogs up. I done got bit last week. I ain't even kidding. Like,
those are actually probably like big dogs, like
yeah.
Like German shepherds and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
so Casey,
smart and trained and vicious.
Oh no, you don't want one of those. No. I wore one of those sleeves one time, you know, where you turn dogs and took off running, and a Belgian Malinois came out full blast, grabbed it. It took everything I had not to face plant running face first. I mean, that sucker latched on hard. Even went through the sleeve. I had like one of the canine teeth like just punctured my forearm through the sleeve.
Goodness.
I was like, dang man, can you imagine what that would feel like if you didn't have that on?
Ooh.
It was like a big vice grip. Just whoosh.
I always laugh when people say they could take down a dog like that.
You'd have to You'd have to time the jump and grab its jaw. It would be like you have to be so accurate with it.
You have to be so perfect.
Yeah.
And their instincts, they'd be relentless and they'd come back and try again.
Unless you broke its neck. That's your only.
Yeah, you know how hard it would be? It's very hard to do.
Yeah, but it's not impossible.
No.
But if you didn't hit that 0.1%, you're screwed.
Yeah. That's what I tell you. When I like this, we had this debate. It was like, what's the biggest animal you feel like you could take? Like in a cage. What?
Bunny rabbit. Still, those are scary. Their teeth are sharp.
Yeah. So, but like I had this one guy at work be like, I could take down like a German Shepherd. I'm like, dude, no, you could not. You could not.
That's an interesting debate.
Like the biggest, yeah, like just like one-on-one, like in an octagon, with no weapons or nothing.
Yeah.
Because we're not very good. The only reason why we survived is because our brains made weapons.
Yeah.
It's not because of our
what do you think you could manhandle?
I said like a doe, like a baby.
I was thinking about that. Yeah, maybe a baby one, but if you got a full grown one, dude, like
I don't think I could.
Man, I think they you can't get them in nothing, man, unless you.
Well, how would I kill it? Like, because their skin's thick and like,
yeah,
you're not gonna be able to choke it out because those antlers will be getting you.
You got skinny neck, you know.
Yeah.
You'd have to put it in like a headlock with your legs and then twist its neck with its antlers.
Yeah, like some weird shit like that.
Yeah, you would have to have a leg lock around its stomach where you've got it like mounted. You know what I mean? Because them things are going to be squirming in and out. You're going to have to be latched on somehow.
Yeah, because like you're not going to beat any ape.
No,
like a chimpanzee will just fucking crush you. They're so much stronger.
Yeah.
Like birds, I feel like I could do well against, but like they're obviously could like fly away from me, so it's kind of like weird. But I would.
So you could definitely get a dog or a pig. They're not going.
Yeah, probably like a poodle, right? It's not like a vicious dog, but it's big, so you get like, oh, I beat this, 100-pound dog, but it's just a poodle.
Yeah, but like a German Shepherd the same size, I don't feel like I could take, or like a pit bull the same size. No way.
That's because they're a lot more animalistic, like they're actual hunting dogs and stuff. Like,
yeah, it really depends on the breed of the dog I could take. I wouldn't want to go against any feline either.
Oh heck no!
They're so quick.
Sheesh.
Like, I'm thinking, yeah, like that gets they just claw you up. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, man. It's like a tough one. Maybe like a sheep. I feel like I take a sheep.
Yeah. What about a cow?
They kick though.
What about a cow?
I don't know how you kill it though.
Cow might be too heavy, and they have strong bones.
I think it would just wear me out because it would just endure all my blows. I would just be like fucking gassed out.
You just have to choke it out. Would be the only way. But I don't know how you do that on a cow.
I think animals are pretty hard to choke out.
Yeah.
Like even dogs will pull on their leash nonstop and they still don't pass out. I'm like, put a leash on a human for like 1 second and they're like, huh?
I almost pass out doing bent over rows if I don't brace correctly.
Oh man.
Hey, what about
seriously, you feel the blood pressure go up in your face and you're like trying to get those last reps.
Yeah.
Hey, what about a boa constrictor?
Never.
I don't fuck with snakes, man. I'm terrified of snakes.
Dude, I never liked snakes, and when I went and visited Huntington Beach with my wife when we were first dating like 8 years ago, there's one of those dudes sitting out there with the big snakes, and he put them around me. He was like, "Hey, Superman!" He, like, threw them on my neck, and then one started wrapping around my neck, and slowly started getting tighter. And I was like,
"No,
you get this thing off me," and it started getting a little tighter. And he's like, "Okay," took it off. I was sketched. But then I ended up adopting a snake for a little while from the pet store. It was pretty dope. Because I was like, I don't like snakes, so I made myself like get one, so I could like handle it, and, like, get over snakes a little bit.
I'm terrified.
I feel like you could straight elbow drop on the head of a snake and kill it.
You could crush it, or stomp on it.
Yeah.
With your,
if you get in the proper position. Those
I'm
things
talking one of those big ones though, about that thick around.
Like an anaconda?
Yeah.
They're just so fast. They probably evade you.
Yeah. And maybe.
But yeah, you could kill that with a blow.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to kill an elbow. I'd stomp it before I try to drop an elbow.
Well, that's what I would do. I would go for the stomp.
Yeah. All right. That was a good little side
Dude,
topic.
Bartley just wants to be the people's elbow.
Hey,
Too much WWE.
Hey, dude, I just had a friend just get signed by WWE. She was on the Titan games with me, and
Oh fuck yeah!
yeah. So I was like, sweet. I thought about it, man, but I get hurt too easy. That's a rough life, dude.
Ed Connors tried recruiting me to WWE at the Arnold Expo one year.
Really?
Gave me his number, said come down to the tryouts in Orlando or whatever, and I was like, I'm good, man. He was like, yeah, shave that mustache. I'm like, nah.
It's rough because of the travel they do too.
Yeah, but it's just the abuse on your body. Like I've already had a bad back and everything since I was a little kid. I'm not gonna do that. Like it's cool, but like so much goes into it. Like people don't realize how tough that is.
Yeah, it's orchestrated, but they take a beating.
Yeah.
Hey, if it was the Attitude Era right now, I'd do it. But I feel like I could
not cut myself with a razor blade. I'd pass out.
Like Nick Foley.
Yeah, no, I can't do that, dude.
Yeah, my dad had a fundraiser. He was a high school football coach, and he had a wrestling fundraiser. And you know, he's like the master motivator. He can get people pumped up no matter what, you know. And so he was talking to these wrestlers. He was like, "All right, now we need a good one. This main event. We need some blood. You know, whatever you got to do. Let's make it good." The dude went out there, tables, ladders, chair match, cut his forehead so deep that he had to go to the emergency room. They had to stop the match.
Goodness.
I was like, dang.
Dude, you know, it's those dudes in the little circuits that are like the craziest.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
The nail beds and stuff. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember ECW like back in the day when it was on at like midnight?
Yeah, it's hardcore.
Like on some weird channel, like I forgot what channel it was, but it was like something super weird. But it was only on at like midnight at like Saturdays.
Yeah. That was like the barbed wire baseball bats. You know,
and that's when I thought wrestling was real back then, because I was like maybe like 10. And I was like, oh my god, dude. Me and my friends would stay up every Saturday and watch it. And our parents did not know. Because they would not.
I don't think anyone's parents knew that they'd stay up and watch that. Parents leave, you go huddle around the TV and watch all that shit, then throw each other around the house for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the announcers make it sound so horrific too. You know what I mean? You're like, gosh, what are my kids watching? So Casey, what are you gonna do if you turn pro?
Probably just going to off season. Let my body recover a little bit. Back off the cardio, back off the training. Spend the rest of the year just not bathing, but pampering Amanda since she's pregnant. You know, just be present for that whole third trimester. Regardless if I turn pro or not, my season's going to be completely over with by the Amateur Olympia, because that will be the last show I do regardless, if I have to. So yeah, I'll just take off season probably, and I'll have to figure out the schedule for next year, you know, because I don't want to get too fat just in case I need to compete earlier on next year. You know, if there's a chance for me to like do the Arnold Classic, I would, even if I got my ass kicked, because that's like local show for here. Yeah. And then we have a lot of stuff going on because next year my family's having my California family is going to have a family reunion like mid-year. And then her sister, Amanda's sister, is getting married around June, I think, as well. So it's kind of busy in that time of year. I don't want to prep, you know, so it might be a very short off season, just let my body recover for a little bit and then hit it hard around Christmas. And then hopefully get like an early show in the year. Enjoy the holidays and back to it.
Well, I hope you turn pro, but in the event that you don't, I'll be at the Olympia. So,
yeah, I wouldn't even mind. Like I told you before the podcast started, like I'm never going to be able to compete in bodybuilding again once I turn pro. And if I don't turn pro, I'm going to do the Ohio State for open bodybuilding and try to be Mr. Ohio. And bodybuilding's fun. Like you guys both done bodybuilding, more poses. It's just, I don't know. There's something more fun about it, you know? It's like
you get to let loose a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like it.
You can make some ugly faces, you know. It doesn't matter. Like they just want to see some cool physiques. As where like I feel like classes have a crossover about being like good looking and holding smiles more often, and you know it's competitive, but not as competitive as bodybuilding. I feel like.
I know you just want to hit the most muscular in the side tricep and the lat spread.
because those are
okay,
good poses for me. So
I
it's
hate
like,
that tricep. That's the only one I hate.
So I hate lat spread.
I like lat spread.
Yeah, which is
I like
lucky
all the
for me
bodybuilding
because
poses.
yeah, the lat spread
Yeah.
has always been my weakest pose, and it's like one
What,
that
front or
classic
rear?
doesn't have. Front.
Front.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not impressive. You know what I mean? Like I can hit it, but I just don't have the. I got the high lats. You know what I mean? So.
See, I've been
really
working on my
gotta-
lower lats a ton this off season, and my lat spread pose on stage.
Yeah.
I like that came up, but then
Yeah.
I also neglected my traps a little bit more. So those look a little bit flatter. That always goes flat when I like first, you know, my upper body, all of it just goes flat. So I was like, okay, I need to start, you know, that's the thing I like about competing too. You see the stage shots and you start just breaking it down immediately. And you're like, I want off season. I want like it's not automatically you're just thinking about that improvement season. So
dude, I haven't had a full off season of training back now how I know how to train back. Like I'm excited to see what a year of just grit work of just really targeting these. Oh, dude.
I had 1 year training back and my back came up so much once I figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your back's already grown a lot since your shows. So I'm full off season won't get your back thick.
Yeah. It's once you figure it out, dude, once you figure out that elbow drive and those exercises that actually like work it.
Yeah.
Because like I used to just do like rear delts for all my back. Like I didn't even know.
That's how it was, man.
That's why my rear delts are so big. It's because I would just do like rear delts the whole time.
Why my rear delts always got like hurt.
Yeah.
Little nagging pains. It gets all tight all the time. Like, oh.
Yeah. Once I figured it out, man, like it was like within like a couple months, man, I was like, whoa.
I think it's because everyone like will be like, oh, you got to keep your body perfectly postured, but it's like you almost have to round the back a little bit to get those lats, those lower lats, get that elbow drive down towards the hip and keep the shoulder down, you know?
Yeah, I think it feels like you're rounding your back, but you're actually neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're not like rounding. You're just like you're not just locking your spine into place and getting all that rear delt and like upper trap.
Yeah, because if you retract your scapula, you're not gonna use your lats.
No. And that's what everyone tells you when you first start lifting. Keep your back straight, keep your chest up. And it's like, then your lats just aren't there. It's like it starts way up here. You have no lower lats. And like after last off season or last season going into prep, that's when I figured it out. And I was like, damn. And so now my lower back is coming so much more.
What do y'all do for lower traps?
Like face pulls.
James, you like doing the handles from the floor coming up. You like doing that where you kind of
but that's more thoracic lat. You're talking about that's a little lower trap, but the best lower trap one is probably like a high pulley pull apart, where you kind of have a high pulley here and then you come back. Yeah, because you're getting retraction in your scapula, which for the traps you have to do.
That's what I do on the hammer strength. I just position my body kind of like the machine we use, but without going to the floor. You just kind of angle it and you just pull all with your mid back.
So something that kind of comes like from here to there, because that's going to line you up with the lower trap.
That's the best angle I found.
Is there anything chest supported to work lower trap?
I mean, if you're gonna do like a T-bar, like chest supported row or dumbbell row, you just have your elbows are gonna have to be out more.
What if you bring it closer to your midsection and pull up, kind of like a plane taking off? It's like
a Kelso shrug or whatever it's called. That's like actually like direct, no shit, lower trap.
That's also kind of how Dorian Yates would hit bent over rows, right? Do the close grip and kind of bring it up, because that hits it really good too if you bring it right here.
Dude, I did that yesterday and it felt amazing. I was like, man, I haven't even been working this part of my back. It's just one of those things, you'll get these little light bulb moments, because we isolate so many different things, and then you forget something that you probably should have spent some more time on. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just part of training, and
it always happens. It's like what I just said. You just get isolated specifically on one muscle you got to bring up, and then all of a sudden the one that was better is now lacking. And you're like, shit.
Which makes it fun.
Yeah. My focus is gonna be arms again.
So the white boyitis arms.
What's that?
Your white boyitis arms.
My white boyitis. I'm just gonna keep on trying to bring arms up this off season.
Yeah, because you already got
arms,
good back, shoulders, and everything. You already have width.
Arms and like quad sweep.
Yeah.
You can never have too much of that. So I'm in.
I've reduced my quads and somehow they're still growing. It's annoying. So I put more emphasis on my hamstrings. That's why I have more of a drop. My abductors, my hamstrings. So I now have more of a thickness in the side poses because before I didn't have that.
Casey don't even squat, and he's got big billowing quads.
Yeah.
What about that?
I quit squatting.
Really?
You don't need to.
It didn't do much for my. I mean, I just think for some people it will do a lot if you're built to squat. Right. If you're built to squat for quads, it will do a lot for you. But if you're not, it's not going to do much.
Yeah. Well, I grew it strictly off of leg presses and leg extensions and sissy squats. That's how I first got my quads grow because I was squatting and it didn't grow. And I just moved because on the leg press, you can put your feet in the perfect position where you're getting more of a knee extension position. I just literally isolate only on the knees and keep the feet lower. And I actually do like a little V angle with my legs, my feet. And I'd let my knees kind of go out, and then I almost treat it like scissors closing. So I just focus on contracting only the quads, and then because
you could brace on that.
Yeah,
you don't have to take. You're not bracing.
No. Yeah. And then it's like squats. You have that. If you try to push to failure, it's like there's a chance your back's gonna collapse first. You can't even like really push to failure on heavy squats without your back giving out first. At least for me.
So I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite. My quads give out, but I can still like get it up with my ass and back.
Yeah. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So that's how I am too.
Yeah. But then that and then leg extensions. And I do like sissy squat leg extensions, which people don't really do that, where you keep your hips up to just fill it with blood at the end of the workout. It's like old school movement.
So there's going to be some.
Huh?
I did those today.
They feel so good. Your legs just like get ballooned with blood.
Yeah. All right, here's the thing, guys. We're saying this, and somebody's listening is going to be like, "Oh, I don't have to squat." Awesome, when they actually might need to squat and don't have the development yet. So, if somebody's listening that's not for sure if they're built for squat or not, what would y'all advise them? What are some things to look for? To let them know that they're not made for squat.
If your knees can't get forward and you have to bend over a lot to hit depth, and you're getting mostly hip flexion when you squat, you're not built to squat for quads.
Yeah. But as I say, if you want to still squat, sometimes I'll throw in which I don't do any free weight squats really. I only did for my birthday, just hit the birthday reps. Yeah. But that's mostly glute and hamstrings because I used to squat more high bar. And then I went to lower bar for more strength, which obviously is glute and hamstring. And like James was saying, hip flexation. But my favorite is Smith squats with little plates under your heels. And that will make sure that you isolate your quads, especially if you just go straight down. Because if it's your knees out in front and you get more knee flexation, and just that angle alone on the heels actually helps you, especially if you have bad ankle mobility, to get all.
I love how you made that word up, flexation.
Yeah, you don't need to
flexion.
Prep. It doesn't
flexion.
Matter. But it's like if you do that, you don't need to go heavy, because when you go heavier, your glutes, your hamstrings will usually always take over. So if you go lighter weight, it will save your knees, and just really you can just feel all the tension on your quads. And that's the thing about building quads, is you have to be able to isolate them, because people just throw on weight, and they just have big glutes and hamstrings.
Your knees have to go forward.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
But can you set yourself up on Smith machine and make that happen easier and fit your biomechanics?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You put
a wedge will fix it too, like a heel elevation.
Yeah.
Or plates or whatever. But so if I was giving advice for a young guy starting, I would not say don't squat. And my reasoning for that would be, I think you should squat just for overall strength
and development
of your body.
Yeah.
And just kind of get used to the movement. But it might not be like a good muscle building movement. Same thing where I would still prescribe
Yeah.
deadlift for a guy just starting out. I'd still subscribe heavy barbell pressing for a guy starting out.
Yeah,
That's just to get strength.
With the thing with the new people too is they'll pretty much grow on anything because they're small enough. It's not like their hamstrings or glutes are necessarily big. It's like once you get to a certain level where you need to start isolating more, that's when you do it. Especially when the weights start getting overbearing on, like, let's say your back, if you have a weak back or weak knees, you need to start knowing how to isolate and do all those things better. But when we all started out, we probably were just doing squats, deadlifts, bench, like your standard stuff. But obviously, make sure form's good.
Because when you get strong on those, it will carry over to like your dumbbell pressing or your machine pressing or your hack squat or whatever, just because your body's neural adaptations of getting overall like your body strength and like
I think I've always been a higher rep guy too. So if I was, going to tell anybody to try some squats out, make sure you're getting this is common sense stuff, make sure you're doing the form to your best of your ability, keeping the back athletic position, figure out which, where the bar fits best. Some people like the high bar up here on the trap, some like it a little lower on the back, whatever feels comfortable. If you going down and, hitting parallel, close to parallel, and just driving up. I always tell people to pull down. You're kind of pulling down with your glutes, glutes and hams are pulling you in the hole, and then quads only pushing up. Yeah, you're going to hit a little bit of everything, through the entire process.
But you need that when you're starting.
Yeah, you need that. And once you start adding muscle and you can always tweak what works for you and what don't, but you never know until you try. I'm still doing it. I love squats.
They're fun. I like them too.
Yeah, especially when The Rock comments on your leg squat video.
I'm gonna start squatting this off season again.
You are?
Yeah.
Hey, I bet you got dangerous squat. If your deadlift is that strong, you got to have a dangerous squat.
Well, I was safety bar squatting 6 plates, man. Yeah, on 20-degree wedges.
I'd collapse.
Yeah. Because have you ever safety bar squatted?
It's so much harder, dude.
Yeah.
I did 4 plates for a few reps, and I was like, I'm like, nah.
It hits you like hard, like in the mid back.
Yeah.
So if your mid back's not strong,
it's almost too much abdominal pressure for me. It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm about to blow my belly button out.
Yeah. I am going to be squatting with a belt though now. Because I was doing that beltless.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I gotta keep that. I think I gotta keep that. I think it's gonna help me keep my waist in.
Yeah.
So I wish I had a belt squat. Those look nice.
I have one, and they're really good because they could, especially if you get weird with it and start using wedges and stuff, you can adjust like the way the line of force is coming from.
Yeah, and it doesn't have all the pressure on the back because I've had lower back issues forever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that would be so nice. I love squatting. It's like my favorite lift, but I just can't really do it anymore.
The only issue with a belt squat compared to like another machine is you like a hack or a leg press is you can't brace like you could on those. That's the only thing.
Right. Shoot.
I'm thinking about selling mine though and getting a hack.
Dude, I love hacks, but if your knees are tender, you need to stay away. But if your knees are feeling good, man, I love hacks. I love them. It's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite.
It's either a hack or a pendulum I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
I've been liking that pendulum.
Are you talking about this pendulum or are you talking about the leg press pendulum?
The pendulum squat. Yeah.
Well, see, what's the one that Nick Walker uses? The brand name is Pendulum on it too, or it says Pendulum on it because I've seen it. It's just like a hip press, I guess.
No, that's the Rogers hip press.
Okay.
I use that today. My gym has that same one.
Okay.
It's really nice. It's less quad though. It's you're not gonna get like length. The pendulum's like 100% quad, the lengthened position. Like it's crazy.
Hey, carbon culture has both of those, and that's why I'm saying pendulum on that, because it says pendulum on it. And I'll send you a picture, but on that hip
you know
press
what, you know what a pendulum squat
yeah.
is? It's
Oh
the
yeah,
one,
yeah. Just the sink in the hole, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like a pendulum leg press or hip press or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Those are good though. I use it today. I love that thing.
Yeah, I'm about to train a kid down in Franklin, Tennessee. So
I just don't know how those guys put so much weight on those freaking that hip press, because I did like 8 plates today. That shit was like, that's because they're putting on like 12 aside, and I put on 8 aside. I'm like, I don't know how I could do any more than that.
What do y'all think about vertical leg press? They got one of those too.
Garbage. Never.
I don't ever use it. It's almost it's almost just like a show off machine to me.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna put every single plate on here, and I'm just gonna
maybe
hit my glute ham tie in a little bit and a little bit of tip of your quads, maybe
adductor work a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just doesn't feel good.
No, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
Plus, like, if you fuck up, man, that's just like crushing you.
Gosh, no kidding. Yeah, people don't even think about that, do they?
Your ass would die.
Yeah. Just sandwich, son.
Yeah.
Flesh sandwich.
I ain't trying to do that.
Oh, shoot. Well, boys, we'll wrap it up here. I know y'all are peak week. Y'all got some meals to eat. Y'all got some naps to take. You got some movies to watch, something.
I gotta do posing, man. I've been doing I got a posing coach, man. He's been running me an hour every night. Shit's wearing me out.
And you'll have to eat extra cereal before bed after all that. Huh?
Should make me sweat more than working out.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's where it's at though. Posing.
Yeah. I gotta get this. You guys saw my Chris Bumstead picture today?
Yeah. I need to. It makes me want to post my shot with Phil Heath. Did I ever send it to you? There's like we're doing the same like.
Oh,
yeah. I need to post that sometime.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times with Chris, man. He's never taken the bait though.
No.
Nah.
That's because he probably has like 3,000 people do the same thing, and he's like,
dude.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Must be hard being the champ. You don't even see it. You don't even see all the messages.
Literally. You can't keep up with that. It's like 4 million followers or whatever.
No.
I can't even keep up with
I'd be so overwhelmed.
I can't even keep up with my little amount.
I know.
Yeah.
I have so many unread messages right now because like clients come first, and I don't have the energy to deal with anyone else.
Hey, y'all just wait till y'all turn pro. There'll be people coming out of the woodwork that you hadn't talked to in 10 years message you. It was crazy. It was awesome, but it's crazy. But it's y'all's turn, boys. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's see some cards. Let's see some cards next week.
No doubt. Later.
All right, boys. See
you.